Hey everyone, it's Ted from Tap Sac. Today we're going to try going up the ranks on MTG Arena using the new standard 2022 format. So this format only allows cards from Zendikar Rising onwards, which will represent the new standard format coming up in September. So we won't be seeing cards like Yorion or Embercleave or any of the ultimatums. So that is good for us, I think, because those cards are really strong and you face them quite a lot on the ladder. So this time we are going with goblins. These goblins are really strong. And I also want to try to reach a platinum rank, which is the rank above gold. Currently I am at gold tier 2. So I think getting up to platinum is doable. We still have quite a lot of time. I usually just stick to gold because it is too much effort to get a platinum, but because this month it seems like I'm ranking up pretty fast and the standard 2022 is also somewhat easier in a way because there are less cards available. So I think we can try that. So we just want to talk about my deck list a bit. What I do is I have lots of 1-drop creatures and they're all goblins. The new Javelineer, it can deal 1 damage to any creature that's blocking it. So it's good even if the opponent has a 2 toughness creature, this can trade with that. And then there's also this arena only Tin Street Cadet, which whenever it becomes blocked, you can create a 1/1 goblin token. So even if you swing this and it gets blocked and dies, it still creates a 1/1 goblin to replace it. So that's pretty good, especially when you want to go wide, which is a good strategy in this deck. We also have just 1 copy of Raging Goblin, the old 1/1 goblin with haste. And on the 2 drops, we have the very important Battlecry Goblin because it allows you to pump all your goblins +1/+0. And it can also create a goblin token when this attacks and you have power 6 or more. To round it off, also we have the Hobgoblin Captain. Kind of weak at 3/1. I mean, the toughness is only 1, so easily killed off, especially by that black card, the skeleton. But if you can get pack tactics with this and attack with power 6 or more, then it gains first strike and most creatures will not be able to block this. So when you come to have turn 3, we have 4 copies of Relic Robber. It's a great surprise card because most opponents don't expect this. It has haste, and if you can connect with the opponent, then it gives the opponent a 0/1 artifact token that deals 1 damage during its upkeep. So this can add up over time, and even if you can't get through with your other goblins, if you manage to get this, give them the token, then they would take damage every turn, and that could help you get the win. Hobgoblin Bandit Lord, another new card from AFR. It's a great Goblin Lord in a way. It gives all your other goblins +1/+1, and it can also tap to deal damage to any target depending on the number of goblins that entered. So it has 2 benefits, which is to pump all goblins and also to deal direct damage. And lastly, this is a card that you don't often see, but it can be very good because it can give all your creatures +2/+0. And sometimes people don't expect that and they just let the goblins through, and this can help you get the win. It has happened to me before, so don't underestimate this card. It can be really good. And even if you don't have the goblins to pump, you can create more goblins by doing an end turn befriend them, create 2 1/1 red goblin tokens. So if you have 2 of these, you can cast 1 and the opponent's end turn, create 2 goblins, and combine with your other goblins can swing in on your next attack and pump them as well. So this can be a good trick card that can help you get the win. And we just have 1 copy of the Goldspan Dragon in case we need a flyer. There was once where it did come into play and the opponent was only at 4 life, and that helped to get the win as well. We have our creature lands. Only 1 copy of Den of the Bugbear because I only have 1 copy, and I put in 2 Faceless Havens. You can put in more, but because Faceless Haven only taps for colorless, so if you have too many and you need the red mana, then it could hamper your curve a bit. And to run it off, we have the copies of Burn, we have 4 Shocks and 3 Royal Eruptions in case we need to deal just the last bit of damage to the opponent's face. Okay. Alright, let's go play some ranked on the first, I call them first century goblins because yeah, they're very basic and they just want to swing into attack. Alright, up against Forge, also on gold, tier 2. Okay, we have 2 lands, which is okay. Opponent's going first. We have our 1 drop, but we don't have a 2 cost goblin. So hopefully we draw into 1 or we draw a 3rd land, and that can help us get into the Relic Robber Hobgoblin range. Ooh, opponent's got a green Death Touch Blight Blade, which I think is a Death Touch deck using Finn the Fangbearer. Oh, it's the Werewolf Pack Leader. Okay. Alright, I'm gonna swing in and see what happens. Alright, he's not blocking, which means he wants to activate his Werewolf Pack Leader, I guess. So I'll just cast the Raging Goblin and then leave it maybe for next turn. I'll leave up 1 Shock in case he wants to pump the Blight Blade. Oh no, he's got the Old Growth Troll. Alright, I'm gonna kill off the Blight Blade. Old Growth Troll is quite annoying because he can come back as an aura and become a creature again. So I'm just gonna cast my Hobgoblin. And then I'm not going to swing because he has the Old Growth Troll. But I think he's going to attack and try to draw a card off the Pack Leader. And he can also activate the Pack Leader's ability to get power 4. Okay, so yeah, so he attack with both. He gets to draw a card, and I'm not going to block this because it would just be a losing trade. Ooh, a Seeker's Chariot. Nice. Okay, so what I would do is maybe swing in with the Relic Robber. That will leave me kind of leave me open for the backswing. But I have no choice actually because he's really got me on the back foot with the Old Growth Troll. Oh, Wizard Brawl, that's bad for me. brings me down to 1. Oh, another Blizzard Brawl. Wow. Okay, yep, that brings me down to 0. Okay, not a good first start. Next up is Cattle Stylus. Okay, we're going first, nice. And we have 2 mountains, 1 faceless haven, and a good curve with 2 1-drops, a 2-drop, and a Hobgoblin Bandit Lord on turn 3. So let's go with the Tin Street Cadet for turn 1. Opponents on red, white. So we swing in for the attack first. Usually a good practice before casting your creature down, so that they might think that you have something to pump your cadet. Okay, it's a hunt for specimens to create a pest and learn, so it gets a free card. Huh, how come we don't get to see that? It's interesting. Alright, I'm gonna go with Relic Robber, because I think he's gonna block with that. He's gonna block the Robber with the Pest. Oh, he didn't. Okay. Yeah, so he gets that Golem Construct, which deals 1 damage to him. So if we can give him more of these constructs, that would be great. Because 1 is good, but of course 2 is even better. Okay, let's just go all out and try to get the win before he casts some big spell. Alright, so he got rid of the Goblin, my Bandit Lord, so no buff. But he's down to 7 after he gains life and takes 1 from the construct. Okay, not Crippling Fear. Okay, that's just the Starnheim Unleashed to create 1 4/4. And is that game for him? If I swing in, he blocks the Hobgoblin. I deal 1, 2, 3, 4. Yep, that should be game. So let's swing in. Okay, blocks a Robber. And then we'll just do direct damage to his face. So that's why we have Royal Eruption in there. Sometimes you just need to get that last few points of damage in. Although it's not a card that is often used in mono red because it's a sorcery, so you have to cast it on your turn. But the fact that you can target anything, including the opponent, can be very useful. And it does have the kicker cost of 7 mana to deal 5 damage. So that can come into play in the late game as well. Next, LTL Prime. Cool game. Okay. 3 lands and a good curve with 1, 2, 3 goblins. Or it's starting second. Opponents on blue. That's the Hall of Storm Giants that can turn into a 7/7. Pretty scary. Ooh, this must be the Foretell deck. Hopefully we're fast enough to beat this. Otherwise, later on they're going to be casting lots of big instants and sorceries. Yep, so they use Expressive Iteration to start digging through the library, finding maybe a... hopefully not a Crush the Weak, because that is really bad for us. Okay. I will swing in and cast my Hobgoblin Captain. If he has that Crush the Weak, then yep, we're pretty much dead already. And we're drawing quite a lot of lands now, so we actually need that to hold off, because 5 is more than enough. Okay, he did a Foretell. It might be Crush the Weak for Foretell. Oh, we drew another land, so that's bad. Can't remember if Crush the Weak is an instant, but I think we have to chance it. Dragon's Fire, okay. Oh, he's got a Goldspan Dragon coming up. Alright. So it's good that we have a Faceless Haven that we can swing in to attack. Alright, there's the Goldspan. Is he going to attack? He doesn't. Okay, so he needs it to be a blocker. And I think that means we can win. Because we're going to activate this. And then swing in for all. Nice, so that was a good win, very efficient. That's when you get all the right cards, and although we have too many lands, but I think that was a good demonstration of what mono red goblins can do. So it can be very fast, and maybe it's good in best of one where the opponent cannot sideboard in cards to deal with your many creatures, such as board wipes. And in this case, I was worried that he might have Crush the Weak, which can basically kill off all the goblins that I have, and then that would be bad. But I think he didn't find it, and so we managed to get the win. Cool. Okay, hope you enjoyed that little taste of Standard 2022. I think it's a good format to try it out, because in a few months' time, or actually in only 1 or 2 months' time, this new Standard 22 is going to be the real standard, whereby only the latest sets from Zendikar Rising onwards will be in the standard format. So it's good to get accustomed to it, get used to some of the old cards shifting out, and it can also be in a way easier because you're not dealing with so many cards. So if you're looking to rank up, maybe now is a good time. So that's what we're trying to do, and hopefully we'll get to Platinum as we plan, and maybe even go up to Diamond. So let me know what decks you guys are playing, and if you like the video, do subscribe and share with your friends. It will help us a lot. See you guys next time.